Another day, another video. Welcome back. More Minecraft, because to my knowledge I haven't received any feedback on what else I should play. But today I think we're mainly gonna focus on either finishing the house or doing something completely unrelated. And I feel like I've done a little too much house building. I don't know. I don't feel like I want to do a lot of building off camera. That feels... It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel normal, natural, whatever you want to call it. I just don't like it. It doesn't seem like I should, so I won't. But right now I'm gonna finish the stone or at least try to finish the stone stairs. Which is, if you don't remember, is the outline of any house I build. And really, one of my favorite parts about building roofs is making the edges like this. Really front and forward facing areas. Because for some reason I find them so, I don't know, they seem so extremely beautiful, like separate from all the builds I've ever done. Because of all the builds that I have done, the roofs, the 3D, like, they actually look good for once. And that's just not something I'm always able to achieve. But I am this time. Hopefully. Well, I am able to do it when I use my techniques. And while I probably would have gone for a spruce and stone brick build, because this is still me starting out, I would not... I wouldn't have the necessary materials to do that. Because I wouldn't. Not something I have available to me. Yeah, this doesn't... I don't know. I don't like wasting stuff like this. I don't know why. Just doesn't feel right. How about this? That has bugged me a good... that has bugged me a good bit, so there, I fixed your house. But now that I'm done with that, I feel like I should get into more exciting things with you. And that's mainly going to consist of... sorry, lost my train of thought. That's mainly going to consist of me mining, for now. Because I don't want to keep you here too long. No, it's kind of wasting your time. All because of a house that I'm constantly building. And we had just got it. No. Okay, put that in there, put that in there, put you in there, you in there, you... What? We'll put everything in there. There. Now, we're gonna need these, yeah, that, this, and grab these. What else here is something that I need? I'm gonna grab that, put that there. Come on, yeah, so let me explain real quick why I'm grabbing all the things that I am. Furnace in case I really need to smelt something, or like my iron runs out or whatever. Crafting table because obviously you need a crafting table. Pickaxe to mine, axe for defense, shovel in case there's annoying gravel or dirt or whatever. Water bucket for basically you always have it on you, or I do. Torches for seeing, sweet berries in case my bread runs out, bread for eating. Raw iron in case normal iron runs out, iron to craft, sticks to craft, coal to smelt, and white wool in case I run out of coal. And that is going to be my main supplies currently. Wait a second, no it's not. I'm gonna need a bed to sleep on. Come on, do I seriously not have enough? I know I do. Sorry, I'm not intelligent. Want to mix black dye, ink. I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna sleep in my bed. Then let's go mining and see what we find. I like when I just build the outside of the roof and I don't finish the house. Not even the walls, then it just looks like a frame of a roof. And it does look interestingly good. A bummer, a sort of bummer that I've noticed is that you can't, like, glass is either panes or blocks, and they don't really work well with each other in either way. Like, they're very hard to build with, besides just using them for windows, obviously. But if there was, like, I know there are mods, but if there was, like, you could put a stone cutter in a smithing table and put, like, quartz or a quartz block in the other slot, in the upgrade slot, and you could make, like, a quartz cutter which can do all the normal things a stone cutter can, but also cut delicate glass. Or it can only cut glass, or maybe just a stone cutter but with some items replaced with quartz instead. And I feel like that would be really interesting. What isn't interesting is that this has ruined my mine. Bummer. But then again, you know, it's a cave. It's what the miners want. Okay, I can kinda tell that this has connections. To the oceans, and I'll show you why. See down there, that magma? I don't see any ruined nether portal. That means it belongs to an ocean biome type area, or some water source. Not a water source. Water, just water. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's fine. I'm always an idiot. Do that. Do that. Now let's see what we're working with. Okay. That's great. Where are you? As you can see, I'm dodging without, you know, caring about if I actually need to dodge. Because I'd rather dodge and not even be able to be hit at all, rather than not dodge and be hit. By the way, have you ever seen or played Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2, but mainly I'm talking about 2, because it looks like an awesome game and I wish I had that kind of money to spend it on Red Dead Redemption 2. And I know there's sales, and I know it's comparatively not that much, because, it's not that expensive, man up, you have a job. But it's still not money I can easily just spend. I'm already spending stuff, where I can. But I really would like that game, because it's so cool. The attention to detail in everything is amazing. And the things you can do, the absolute freedom. I mean, GTA is GTA. 5 is 5, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is... it's sometimes better. Because you need a palette change. You need something different, but not all the way different, towards a completely different idea, completely different people making it, different style and whatnot. You need something that's, well, it's both made by Rockstar, and they're both very popular games, and they're sort of similar, but they have their separate charms that are really the whole point of why each of them are being played. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game I do have GTA 5. I got it when there was like a large sale, and I did have a little more money for spending, like free spending. So I got that. And it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it gets old after a while. It doesn't play the same in a figurative way, because it does literally play the same way, unless you count like updates and slowly changing mechanics, in which case I understand, I think. But what I'm talking about is that games can get old, and they often do. There are a few games that can go on for a person and never get old. Always be played, always be enjoyed. It can't. Not really. Because eventually you're gonna have a little bit of burnout from playing it. You're gonna be like, oh man, I've played this game for weeks on end. I have not stopped. And either because what is next is not new or is very grindy, or just because you finished the game, you don't find that same joy anymore. And it's understandable. It happens. But it's sad as well. You don't want to grow tired of a game, same as you never want to grow tired of a movie or a book or a food even. You always want to enjoy the things that you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy them anymore, they almost lose that spotlight. That's very sad, because you play this game and you love it, it's amazing, but then you go back to play it again when you're so far, you're about to do so much. Every time you leave, every time you save, you know that when I come back to this game, I'm going to do so much. I'm going to do this and this, and I'm going to talk to that character, I'm going to do this quest, I'm going to craft these things. But eventually you won't. You're not going to come back to it. You're going to still, maybe even still play games, or still eat food, obviously, or still read books of that same series, or watch movies, but you're not going to watch that movie for a while because you've done it so much. And the same applies with songs. Anyways, we are at -1. I don't like mining in deep slate, I'm gonna be fully honest with you there. I just remembered as well, this is deep dark times. As in, this has the deep dark biome and the structures. And I know they have a tendency to be in deep slate areas, so I should watch out. I don't remember what level diamonds spawn at. I think it was -15. I'm pretty sure they can still spawn in non-deep slate areas. Okay, sure, let's go here. But I think like the optimal place where there's a lot of diamonds and not as much lava is some negative number, -15, -50. It used to be 12. I remember that time. I remember my brother got Minecraft first. He's obviously the older one. He got stuff first. He had money for stuff first. And when he got Minecraft and I wanted to play Minecraft, sometimes he'd allow me to play on one of his worlds. But like, I mined diamonds for him. I went down to Y level 12. I made a long hallway, such as this one, and I strip mined, as I even do now. That's how I'm building this. Let me show you. Well, I don't think it's strip mining. I don't actually know what strip mining is. I know it's a type of mining made for, mining. It's efficient. Oh fuck yeah, that's perfect. But basically how he taught me is go down to the level where diamonds spawn, the optimal level, and then dig out a tunnel. And make a 1x1x2, no, 1x2x1 hole in the walls on left and right. And between each one leave 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and another one here. And do that. Make sure it's all lit up because you don't want mobs spawning and killing you. And then once you dug that little hole, so you have these markers on where, and just mine for a while in that direction that it's dug out, and then eventually you just go left or right 3 blocks, and then on the 4th block mine that and turn again the same direction, and you'll come out back here, which creates these sort of grids. And I'm going to show you. So I've dug this out. And there's 1, 2, 3 blocks, and the next one, like that for all of them, and exactly across from each other. And then you just start mining in one direction. And after a good while, before you make it unbelievably long, you turn, because I'm on the left side, I turn right. I turn right once, I mine 1, 2, 3 blocks, then the 4th one, go in there and right, and then I'll come back on the one to my right. It's really fun. I don't know why it's fun, but it's almost like, it's like the lottery, but like scratch tickets, something small. You're not sacrificing anything big for this, but it does have its random chances. Holy shit, yeah. Oh my god. Oh fuck yeah, I can get no, I can get amethyst from that. Okay, I heard that. Come on, creeper. Come on, creep. You're a child toucher. And we don't like those around. We don't like them anywhere, actually. I take back what I said. I was gonna say we don't like those here. We don't like them anywhere. Go away. Cry to your mommy who left you. Then cry to the mommy that adopted you and put you back up for adoption. then cry to your dad, aka to either the ashes on your table or to nothing because your dad left, and then keep crying. To anyone, really. Just not me, or just not us. We don't want to hear you any more than we already have. You're not that enjoyable to listen to. Child toucher. Yeah, boo-hoo. Okay, are you a tile chutcherer? I hate tile chutcherers. If you can't tell, I sometimes suck at speaking. I stumble on my words because I tend to speak a lot and also start getting faster after a while. Which makes me sometimes stumble on my own words. That's not fun when I stumble on my own words. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you find some sort of joy in that. In the misfortunes of others. I'm just kidding. It isn't really a misfortune. Alright, listen. I don't like the tone of your voice, or the voice of your tone. I don't like that tone of color, and I don't mean racism. I just mean you're bad at picking shirts. I am not a racist. Do not deport me from privilege. You play a sort of, huh? I'm sorry. Oh. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not racist. And if you are, get off my channel in its entirety. Do not watch my videos, do not like my videos, do not dislike my videos, do not comment on them, do not subscribe to me, do not do anything to possibly interact with me. Because you, the homophobes and the transphobes and the sexists and the feminazis, which is different from feminists, by the way, you all can go suck big fat fucking dongs. Leave me out of your incorrect views. And have a terrible... No, have a lovely day. You might be bad people, but you still deserve a good day. It doesn't really matter who you are. Even if you're a murderer and a rapist and a molester and a child molester, it doesn't matter. You're a bad person, and you will be treated as such, and you will act as such. You will not be treated differently unless in some very different circumstances. Hey! That was self-defense. I'm not a molester. Anyways. It does not matter who you are, you still deserve a good day. You will not be treated any differently by anyone else, and that is the only good thing you will receive in your life. But nonetheless, you will still have a good day, or at least be wished one. Because as little as I want to, I still have to... Oh, hell no. Listen, bud. I don't like the voice of your tone. You have a bad dial tone. Was that lightning in my cave? Are you lightning in my cave? Are you seriously lightning in my cave? Okay. But lightning in my cave, now that is something. Also, first diamond. 1 diamond, but 1 diamond is still a diamond. I don't like that sound. That 1 diamond could go a long way. That can create at least 1 item that I know of, off the top of my head. And I'm gonna start mining now. You might be pissed that I'm not mining. I'm just lighting up the place, but that's because I don't want to be moidoid when I start mining for stuff. Also, never stand on top of something or under something directly when you mine it, because bad things may be on the other side. Okay, seriously, stop lightning and stop thunder in my caves. I really should have brought wood. Like, probably should have. See what I did there? I stood on top of that block. That's bad. But I was standing on the edge, which means I still would have been caught by the other block, and seeing as lava flows very slowly, and I am ready to use my existent reaction time, I was okay to stand there. If your reaction time is equal to that of a suffocating goldfish, then I suggest you don't do that and stand as far away as you can. Basically social distance with the item you are mining. Okay, why? Like, seriously, why? Sorry, I had to check the time. Because I want to keep up. This video is coming out very late, by the way, and I know that, but I'm holding up to my upload schedule. Surprisingly, somehow I have managed that. But yeah, no, I don't trust that. But goddamn, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, times. So yeah, this is coming out late, and well, just coming out late. There's nothing more to it, not a lot to it, I suppose. But I am trying to keep up with the schedule. And while, okay, seriously, can you stop the thunder? It's getting annoying at this point. I played it for a bit, the first few times, because it was funny the first few times. It was interesting the first few times that in a cave such as this, lightning is happening. But now it's just annoying. Also, I'm gonna sleep now to make sure it's daytime. So when I go back up, I'm not going in the middle of night and just, well, I'm not gonna have a good time at all if I go during night. That's why you should also sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's why you should also either bring a bed or a clock with you to tell the time. Or if you're feeling weird, then bring yourself a timer, because each Minecraft day is 20 minutes long. So if you go during the night time and you set your timer, and then you look back at the timer and you're like, oh, it's 20 again. No, not 20, it's 20 minutes now. Then that means you'll be going back at nighttime as well. And now, while I find it, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I am sorry about that. While I know that it seems efficient to go during the night time, because there's nothing more you can do at that time, you still shouldn't do it because it's bad for you. God, I have so many blast furnaces. Blast furnace. Blast. I have so much blast. I have an ungodly amount of blast. There we go. And I think I'm gonna wrap up this video pretty soon. There's not a lot more to do for you. I mean, I've gone mining like I promised, and well, house is gonna get built next episode, or maybe the one after that, because I don't find it interesting to just always be building a house or mining if you're doing the exact same thing over and over again. That's boring. You probably don't want to see that because it's a waste of your time. So I don't know. I probably will at least finish off the outer sides, because again, I don't want to record outside. I don't want to play outside of recordings, because I've seen on videos from other creators like Markiplier, where they've talked about how the reviews specifically say, like I think during Subnautica, or it was Jacksepticeye, that they say the viewers want to see during the Subnautica gameplay all that grinding that they do off camera. And I'm thinking, if there are viewers like that out there, enough that Jacksepticeye calls it out, then it might be more of the population than I think. So I'm gonna leave it in, and tell me if you don't want it, because it's understandable if you don't, it's understandable if you do. You want to see, maybe if you want to see if they're cheating or not, that's also a viable option to just why you don't want to see someone come back to a house or a mine that's already had some progress made on it. You want to see the process, maybe. It really depends on what you want. But I'm gonna leave it in. If you want otherwise, then you can tell me using the comment system that YouTube offers, and I'll know. And while I still don't like the idea of it, it seems, I don't know, it seems wrong anyway, but if you want to see that, well, if you don't want to see that, or if you do want to see that, tell me, and I will structure my following videos, hopefully I will, structure them according to that. Because I do want to know that, I do want you to know that your opinion and your choices matter, and that they have value to themselves, as you do to yourself and others around you. But I don't want to assume, because we all know what happens when you assume. But, you know, yeah, I just don't assume, because maybe you do want to see everything, maybe you don't want to see, so I'm gonna leave it in for now, because you can skip forward, but you can't skip to something that doesn't exist in video. And yeah, you can choose not to see it, but in a less convenient way. But if larger population of you do want to get rid of that, have more time to do fun things on camera, you're welcome to show your opinions. I will try and respect them as much as I can. But I'm gonna end this video off with a small bit of building. I'm gonna try finishing the oak log area. I don't think I'm gonna get it done because I don't have that many logs, but I can try. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no way. Okay, well, I guess I underestimated myself. But that just means I have more planks to do plank stuff. Well, time to do blank stuff, and I'm out of blank stuff. Well, that's gonna be it for this video, I suppose. Probably more building in the next episode. Or if you want something else, tell me. If you think there's a game that you'd rather like to see, and leave this series on a cliffhanger for a while, then you can also say that. But for now, I'm gonna see you all in the next episode. Have a great day.